The average chicken lays an egg every 25 hours to a day and a half. If you got a dozen chickens, they're laying an egg every 25 hours. That ends up with about 80 eggs a week. If you're not eating 80 eggs a week, you could quickly end up with an overabundance. Have no fear. I have an easy way for you to stop wasting money throwing away your good chicken eggs. For this, you're gonna need a clear container that is enough space so that your eggs can sink and float. Eggs that your chicken have so graciously given you, and some water. So as we're filling our container up, we need enough water so that our eggs will either float, will sink, or can stay in the middle. So this right here should be enough water. So before we test our eggs, we need to understand why the egg test works. The egg test works because as our eggs age, they become filled with hydrogen sulfide gas. That hydrogen sulfide gas is what we've come to associate with rotten eggs. So as that yolk is filling up with a hydrogen sulfide gas, it makes the egg more buoyant, which allows it to float to the top. And we're ready to test some eggs. And so when we're putting our eggs in the water, the good eggs will always sink to the bottom and will stay there. And the bad eggs will always float to the top. As you can see with this egg, it's going to sit down in the water, but it's going to take a turn to the pointed end and stay there. This is because the egg is still good, but it is starting to age, and it's starting to turn that egg yolk into hydrogen sulfide gas. If your egg does not stay on the bottom of the container, then it's not fresh enough to eat. Also, you might see bubbles coming from the egg. There's a good chance that there's cracks that you cannot see. And remember, if you're ever in question about the freshness of an egg, it's just safer for you to pitch it. It's not worth the little bit of cost that you'd be saving by potentially eating a rotten egg. If you'd like to have chickens for both eggs and meat, check out this video down below, where we talk about dual purpose birds and the benefits of adding them to your flock.